A damaged U.S. Navy warship has started sinking in waters around Tubataha Reef. Precious Aquino filed this report.
An environmental disaster looms at one of the nation's 5 World Heritage sites as a freshly refueled U.S. Navy minesweeper has started sinking in waters around Tubataha Reef. A report from the Philippine Star on Friday that the 1,300 tons and 68-meter-long USS Guardian, which ran around on the reef at around 2 in the morning Thursday, had started taking in water and sinking, prompting 72 of the 79 crew to abandon the ship. However, no injuries were reported. According to a statement from the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet, the 7 who remained aboard, including commanding and executive officers, are trying to free the ship from the reef with minimal environmental impact. However, the cause of the grounding is still under investigation, further adding that the changes of weather affects the difficulty of freeing the ship, which incurred major damage when it struck the reef. According to the Worldwide Fund for Nature Philippines, their visual inspection showed that the Guardian damaged at least 10 meters off the reef. No oil leaks were reported, but environment groups expressed concern about the ship's fuel. Senator Loren Legarda and Francis Pangilinan meantime expressed concern about the incident, which came on the heels of the discovery of a U.S. unmanned aerial vehicle floating in Philippine waters. Senator Panfilo Lacson, who chairs the Chamber's Committee on National Defense and Security, said a closer examination of the incident was needed. For GNN, Precious Aquino, News Force.
34 overseas Filipino workers who have been taken hostage in Algeria have safely flown to Spain. Lorraine Mata has the report.
Department of Foreign Affairs said Friday that while there were still 2 Filipinos wounded from the oil field attacked by Islamic militants, 34 other overseas Filipino workers who were taken hostage have already flown outside Algeria safely. It can be recalled that Islamist militants have abducted an undetermined number of hostages Wednesday, including Westerners. Furthermore, a report that 30 hostages already were killed during a storming Thursday. 2 Japanese nationals, 2 Britons, a French national, and 8 Algerians were among the killed hostages, while the nationalities of the rest were still unclear. Meantime, the rescued workers who have safely flown outside Algeria by the British Petroleum in 2 chartered flights, which initially supposed to land in London but due to a snowstorm went to Palma de Mallorca in Spain instead. Foreign Affairs spokesman Raul Hernandez said that they were still verifying the number of OFWs there and the conditions of Filipinos who may be trapped in the gas field or held hostage, adding that they have contacts with Algerian, British, and Japanese embassies in Tripoli who are regularly monitoring the hostage situation. Malacanang also assured that they are ready to give assistance to the OFWs involved in the hostage-taking incident, for their primary concern was to secure all Filipino workers. Meanwhile, the current crisis in Algeria has strained its relations with Western powers and has caused doubts over the Algeria's ability to protect vital energy resources. For GNN, Lorraine Mata, News Force.
Pasang Masta President Obet Martin said on Saturday the group, together with the Department of Energy and University of the Philippines, is working on a 100% liquefied petroleum gas or LPG engine to help conserve energy. Martin added that the group is also studying the oil deregulation law before taking action regarding the oil prices in the country.
Ongoing po ang test ng DOE, UP at Pasang Masta doon po sa aming 100% LPG engine at doon po sa aming electric jeep na ngayon po inuumpisahan na ng UP, DOE at Pasang Masta.
And poverty in life, Tondo residents still smiled and rejoiced as they celebrate the feast of Santo Niño. Others brought their own replicas of the Santo Niño. Some offered flowers, while most showcased dance maneuvers. On the other hand, officials of the Manila Police District, headed by Director Chief Superintendent Alejandro Gutierrez, ensured safety, peace and order throughout the occasion, while Manila Mayor Alfredo Lim urged Tondo residents to reduce drinking alcohol, to inhibit troubles and fights during the observance of the feast.
At ng ruta na dadaanan itong posisyon ay bawat kanto meron tayong pulis na nandoon upang siguraduhin ang seguridad ng mga sasama sa posisyon. Panalangin ko, sana umunlad ang ating lungsod ng Maynila, hindi lang yon, ang buong bansa. At sana magkaisa, magkatulong-tulong, magkasama-sama para lumaganap ang pagmamahalan at pagkakaibigan.
Alaminos City Mayor Hernani Braganza challenged his gubernatorial rival, Governor Amado Espino of Pangasinan, to release his Statement of Assets, Net Worth, and Liabilities, or SAL-N, to the public. Braganza announced his proposal after he was asked over the reported 4.7 billion plunder case filed against him by the village chiefs from Alaminos City, further adding that the plunder report was absurd and was only used against him to muddle with Governor Espino's alleged involvement to wetting operations. Braganza, the Liberal Party's gubernatorial candidate, noted that as soon as Governor Espino accepts his challenge, he is ready to release his SAL-N to the public.
In fact, I'm challenging the governor. Sabi mo na maglabasan ho kami ng SAL-N eh. Di ho ba? Para maging malinaw kung sino ho yung nagsasabi ho ng totoo. Di ho ba? But so far, the governor is saying, squid tactics ko daw po to. Ganun ba yun?
Other news, gaming firms have applied to the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, or PCSO, in order to operate the Pambansang Loteria ng Bayan, or PLB, in Calabarzon and Bicol. The PLB is expected to start its operations in June. PCSO General Manager Jose Ferdinand Rojas II noted that the agency will also launch new games aiming to counter Masiyaw and other illegal numbers game. Rojas added that they will conduct a tight screening of lottery franchise applicants to ascertain that legitimate gaming corporations will operate PLB and not big-time gambling operators. Senator Loren Legarda has reiterated her call on President Benigno Aquino III to sign the Kasambahay bill right away. According to Legarda, they only need Aquino's signature to make minimum wage and privileges a reality for the 1.9 million domestic workers in the country. Moreover, Legarda noted that according to the International Labor Organization, house helpers in the Philippines were among the most overworked workers in the world. Philippine banking resources up by 8%. Sharon Osborne explains reason for house fire. Stay tuned for those stories and more reports when News Force returns.